Hello, this is our palm weevil shade. This is our palm weevil shade. Altogether we have about 16 boxes here containing palm weevil larvae. Like when I started with these two black basin. Then after some time I saw the need to buy more rubbers and keep on multiplying. Now look at what we have here. All these boxes contain palm weevil larvae. Like this one. As you can see, there is a date here. This one was bred on Monday, 20th this month. These three boxes was bred on Monday, 20th this month. While this one was bred on Sunday, that was yesterday. So I have to put this so that I can know when to replace their feed and remove the weevil. So what happened is that the weevils that were here in these three boxes, after about 6 days, I had to remove them and put in these other two boxes. Then I allowed the egg that were laid on these boxes to hatch into larvae and grow. Then let me point you to something. Look at all this material I used to cover these boxes. If you look at it very well, you can't find any hole. It only allowed air to pass in and out, mainly for air exchange, while preventing fruit flies and every other flies, house fly, to penetrate. Why it is like that is because when you use something like this net now, it is easier for fruit flies to penetrate and other flies that are tiny enough. Then they will lay egg inside the substrate and their eggs will hatch faster than that of palm weevil. And their larvae will start feeding on the substrate, thereby causing the competition even before the larvae from the palm weevil hatch, or before the eggs from the palm weevil hatch your larvae and start feeding. So they must have utilized some of the feed here and causing contamination. So that is why you don't need to use something like this to minimize or prevent contamination by other flies larvae. And also, if you look at this other one that we have our palm weevil inside, we use two type of covering material. The first one is sack bag, precisely fish sack bag, fish bag. Then I have to make holes on it. You look at, see the holes here on it for air exchange, so that the heat of fermentation can escape through these holes, so that inside will not be too hot or will avoid heat build-up. Why I did that is because if you cover only these lining materials, the weevil has ability or that power to bore hole here and escape. Likewise, this one, they can also bore hole here and escape. Before you know, you come and see so many holes on these cloth materials, and you will not find your weevil complete. But it is difficult for them to bore hole from this feedback or even expand this hole, because this is a harder material. So no matter what they try, they cannot expand this hole or bore a fresh hole to escape. So now this thing serves two purposes. This other net prevents flies, house fly, fruit flies to penetrate into the substrate and lay their own eggs and then contaminate the substrate. While this other sack bag prevent escape by the palm weevil. So if you want to do palm weevil farming, you have to be very careful of your covering materials, because weevil are very stubborn. They can pierce through any rubber or light covering materials. Or alternatively, you can use something like basket to cover your bowl. And even when you use that basket, you still need something like this to reduce contamination by every other fly's egg or larva. Though they will still find their way inside, but it will be very minimal. It won't be that much. So that is why I have this thing set up like this. Now, I'm going to show you something again to further explaining why I had to do it this way, or what I meant. Look at this box now. In this box, I had to use only the feedback material to cover it. This material cover it. So what happened? Fruit flies and every other flies entered through this hole, laid so many eggs inside, and their egg hatches faster than that of palm weevil, such that they start feeding on the feed that was meant for palm weevil, and they eventually decompose everything. So before the palm weevil start hatching, they have invested everywhere, contaminate the substrate, and utilize more of the feed. So as you can look at this substrate now, almost everything is decomposed. So what is left for the palm weevil to consume is not much. So these are the things you need to prevent when you are doing palm weevil farming. Your covering material should be such that it will not allow any other flies to penetrate and lay their egg inside. Look at it. So I had to be manually trying to remove all their pupa out here. So that is why I said, when you are covering your box, make sure that all your covering materials is good, such that it will not allow palm weevil to escape, also will not allow other flies to enter inside and lay eggs into and contaminate the substrate. So that is what I want you to learn today about palm weevil farming. Thank you.